Hello.
Hi.
And welcome to episode 2 of Subculture Styles, a series we started a while ago that we never intended to take such a long break from, but it's back now, we're here now, we're doing it again. It won't be this long again, I swear. In this series we take a look at different alternative subcultures and sub-styles of alternative subcultures, talk a bit about them, and then try those styles on ourselves. In today's episode we're going to be trying out one of my personal favourite, but also at one point, one of the most publicly derided subcultures, which was Mall Goth. Mall Goth first emerged in the United States in the late 90s. With stores like Hot Topic and Spencer's popping up in malls across the country, it meant edgy teenagers in suburbs all over America finally had access to affordable gothic fashion and accessories, thus initiating the long-standing tradition of wide-eyed families being dragged into the store by their one Tim Burton-obsessed teen. The term Mall Goth was originally a derogatory insult similar to the likes of poser, and was flung by elitists at people they believed were only interested in the aesthetics of goth fashion and not the music or subculture itself. Instead, just wanting to dress the part and hang out at their local mall. Staples of mall goth fashion included super wide jingo jeans, bondage or parachute style trip pants, black band tees, chunky platform boots, spiked chokers and wrist accessories, and some of the wildest hairstyles you've ever seen. Mall Goth makeup, in contrast to their fashion style, was generally simple, with smoky black or red eyeshadow paired with a bold black lipstick and skinny arched eyebrows being most common. Musically, Mall Goth has closer ties to the metal subculture than the original goth movement. In particular, the new metal and industrial metal movements of the late 90s and early 2000s, with bands like Conor, 9 Inch Nails, Kitty and Slipknot being popular. The fashion style waned in popularity in the late 2000s, but in recent years, with the explosion in popularity of Y2K fashion aesthetics, Mall Goth fashion has made a comeback, particularly amongst the TikTok generation. But this wave of fashion nostalgia has also led to many millennial goths dusting off their flame-covered new rocks and re-embracing the fashion style of their baby bat days to reclaim the term Mall Goth. So to save you the boredom of sitting through us doing our foundation for the 50th time, we've done our foundation already. Sorry.
This is not how I wanted to look at the start of this video.
But I know people are going to ask, even though we've mentioned it in a couple of videos, my DMs are always flooded with people asking this question. We use Carter Beauty, and then we use a white drop to put into that foundation to make it a lot paler.
So with our foundation done, we're going to get into doing the rest of the makeup. For me personally, I'm going to go for early 2000s cold chamber fan aesthetic.
Oh no.
And Lynn doesn't know what she's doing.
I haven't really looked at anything. I have an image in my head that I think is right. So if I'm wrong, apologies. It's just in my head what I think of when I hear the term Mall Goth.
I love that you're like, apologies, as if you're going to piss off the entire Mall Goth subculture.
I might. People that have lived through this time. Also, we haven't lived through this because I think it was more of a thing in America.
Are there Mall Goth elitists? Are there Mall Goth gatekeepers? Have we really come full circle? Alright, so as usual, I'm going to start with my eyeliner.
Okay, I'll also start with eyeliner.
Feel like... actually, maybe I shouldn't gas myself up at the very start of this, but I was going to say, I feel like I'm going to do better in this one than I did in the Trad Goth one. Because this makeup is a lot simpler, but I could also probably entirely mess that up. Like, you can kind of hide some of the things you mess up in a complicated makeup because there's so much going on, but with a simple makeup it's like there's only so much to look at. Also, Mall Goth like makeup is simple for men, especially. It's pretty simple in terms of like how much there is going on, to the point that it's actually not too far off kind of just the base version of my regular makeup. To be honest, everything about Mall Goth not far off what I normally look like. Okay, that looks pretty okay. Just your standard panda eye eyeliner. Shave off my eyebrows and I'm done. So now I need to do my eyebrows.
I originally was just gonna do a black smoky eye because the outfit that I was gonna wear was changed last minute because we were too matchy and it wouldn't have really shown
the variety.
Yeah, I can't say that word, so that's why I have to make you say it. I can't say variety.
It
I say variety.
John,
Variety.
the variety.
Variety.
Yeah, there you go.
But I'm so American when I say it.
Variety.
Variety.
Yeah, it wouldn't have shown off the variety and depth of the Mall Goth subculture. And I stand by that it is a subculture in and of itself, especially the early movement. It's kind of merged now, but the early, like late 90s, early 2000s Mall Goth was definitely its own thing. It branched off other stuff, but it definitely had like its own culture.
I was giving that Aussie palette another go, but that's purple. That's not red. It looks red on the brush. Come on, Aussie. No. I'm gonna try go over it with my red. It's gonna be purpley and I don't want it. I want red and black.
Oh, I'm also doing red and black. But yeah, Lynn touched on it earlier, and we didn't really have Mall Goth here, like the original one. We have Mall Goths now, because I see an actual surprising amount of like Mall Goths in Dublin, and it's just wild. TikTok is a crazy thing. But yeah, we didn't really ever have Mall Goth here because we never had like the accessibility of Hot Topic and stuff like that. We never really had that here. There was no like accessible alternative chains for people to just go buy clothes. Like we had one store in Dublin that sold band merch, cupcake cult, that kind of thing. And it was pretty cool, like especially for us because we had so little. So you could go there and get like your band merch and like hoodies, and they would occasionally have the trip pants. I don't think they were ever actually real. They were always like some weird off-brand. That was it, and it was like very niche, and it never like exploded in popularity here the way it did kind of in America. But I definitely did see around that time some people who kind of fit that style, but I think it was more so just people's baby bath phases and stuff, you know, like they were just starting out and they would go to Asha with their parents and with their like confirmation money or like their birthday money or something like that, and they would buy like an Evanescence hoodie, cyber goth looking like wide leg pants with buckles and stuff hanging out with them, and you would kind of see that. It was never like in America the way it was everywhere, every city, and people were like really over the top, like makeup wise, hair wise, jewelry wise, like facial piercing wise and stuff. It just never had that impact here.
I'm struggling really hard because I have hooded eyes, so I like to blend. I don't know if they blended back then. I don't think they did. Like, I didn't start blending for a long time. I feel like this sharp look was more in then. I'm realising now, who do I look like? This eyeshadow and no eyebrows. Comment below. I feel like I look like your one Mia Goth.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I usually blend like here.
Oh, I'm blending. I don't have another option.
Let me know in the comments. I don't know. I tried to keep note and look at pictures all week, but I wasn't sure what I was looking at. Yeah, what I was saying earlier was Conor wanted me to change my look so we weren't similar and so we could show different types. So I last minute changed my look into more gothic type of thing, whereas before I was going to wear a Slipknot t-shirt with baggy pants and I was going to just do a messy black eyeshadow, I think. Not even like blended or anything. But now I'm doing a fancier type of look, so I'm like, okay, let's see what we can do. What I was trying to do was, normally where I'd blend, I was just going up with it like that. But it's scary. I feel like the reason why we're saying, oh, we had no Mall Goths as well is because obviously we don't call the shop the mall.
Yeah.
We call it
a shopping centre.
Shopping centre. So there were Goths that hung out at shopping centres. We were called like rockers or just skaters. A lot of people would call us hippies. I was really into like Slipknot and Korn and stuff like that. So I would just wear like a baggy Slipknot t-shirt, baggy pants, no makeup. I didn't wear makeup for quite a while. It was already great that my parents were letting me dress this way. They were not going to let me get into makeup for a long time. So that's why I was kind of more just like kind of like a skater, because I guess I didn't have makeup to make it look like more gothic with like black lipstick and black eyeshadow. But I feel like everybody was more on the skater side. It was a lot of Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit, Sum 41.
Yeah, everything here kind of like converged into one because there was so few people in alternative subcultures. Everyone kind of just hung out with anyone who was also slightly like alternative. You'd have a group of friends and it'd be like a baby bath. Someone would be like a big skater and you'd have have a punk and then you'd have like a trash metal head and stuff.
Yeah, but for me, growing up, all I saw were just skaters. Because I wasn't in the city centre, I think that's why.
I was in the trenches. I was hanging around the city centre with all the other old kids. But yeah, despite never really having that here, when it started making its resurgence in recent years, I honestly still had sort of a nostalgia for it. It took me back to like the media that I was consuming at the time, because obviously we would see like Slipknot and Korn and Nine Inch Nails on TV all the time. So for me it was just like a big throwback to that, even though I never really dressed like that.
I'm guessing that highlighter wasn't a thing, but it might have been. Glitter might have been a thing. They might have put glitter in here now. I have to decide between using eyeliner or lipstick for my winged eyeliner.
Yeah, I'm glad to see it make a resurgence. I see a lot of people our age kind of like leaning back, never mind just like the younger generation, a lot of people our age leaning back into that style, and it's like, oh, it must feel so vindicating. Oh, this is the style that I wore like as a teenager and everyone kind of shit on me for. Now it's in style again and I get to wear it with like pride. I think that's pretty cool. Right, so I think that's pretty much all I'm gonna do with my eyes, because like I said, it's pretty simple makeup look for the male style, and I'm gonna make up for it with accessories and stuff and hair, because oh my god, Mall Goth / like new metal spooky kids had one thing that really defined them. It was hair. Their hair was always something else. There were some zany hairstyles, and I'm gonna do my best to like replicate that style.
Well, this is not the eyeliner that I had in my head, but I wanted to go more like higher up here. It's fine. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, look at that. That is a jawline that I do not have. So yeah, remember, if you're like me and you struggle with having a defined jawline and you can't paint your neck black for whatever reason, you can just contour your neck. It's easy and it's free.
I want to blend so bad. Can I blend?
You can blend.
Can I?
People were definitely blending in the 90s.
I feel like we just didn't know
we
about
didn't,
blending.
because we were too young. Okay, how's that look? Snatched jawline. So for lipstick, I actually need to do a clean lipstick look for once. I can't excuse it and be messy, because surprisingly, most Mall Goth makeups were very like clean lipstick. So that's gonna be a challenge, because I suck at lipstick.
I have to do these thin eyebrows and I don't have my usual eyeliner. I feel like they had like, I don't know what it was.
High skinny arches. Remember, they need to stay skinny.
Maybe I need to start again then.
Yeah, that's a thick eyebrow.
I messed up, so I'm gonna try with this. I hope that's easier, but I'm just nervous right now.
We have eyebrows.
I got on my first go off camera, of course, but not that they're the same at all, but it's a look.
I like them.
I'm always surprised.
It reminds me of, you know, the spider from James and the Giant Peach. Right, so what's your next step?
These eyebrow holes are annoying me, so I want to put some piercing balls over them, but also I'm like, that's not my eyebrow, so it's just gonna look like I have my face pierced.
No, that'll look like an eyebrow piercing.
Yeah, but that's not my eyebrow.
Yeah, but it is your real eyebrow.
So yeah, what I'm doing is, and people keep asking me because I have a new piercing every week, I just have some duo called
Eyelash Glow.
But it's the clear one, because a lot of people like to get the black one, so it's the clear one, and that works perfect for sticking piercing balls to your face.
See, this is what I said, like Mall Goth had like simple-ish makeup, but then made up for it with everything else. Like their outfits were over the top, their hair was over the top, and their body modification was over the top. There was always like so many piercings. Lynn has given me 2 things to stick to my face. Right, number 1 is like a small stud.
Well, it's gone now.
The dreaded noise. I hope the camera picked that up, because that's going to be triggering to so many people. Glue me up, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Alright, so the next thing to stick to my face that Lynn has given me is this spike. And if that's not Mall Goth new metal, I don't know what is. And I'm gonna put it...
Reminds me of Disturbed.
I was gonna put it right here. I've already messed up. I don't know where my lip ends. I've got like a fish mouth My bottom lip sticks out so much, it's really hard
Mine
to
doesn't
tell.
stick out at all.
Yeah, like mine.
So different.
Look at that. So I can never tell when where my lip actually ends.
We look like Barbie and Ken dolls that a child got a hold of and just drew all over.
Yeah.
That's the vibes.
That is it. Okay, they're overdrawn, but I think I can live with it. Now it makes me feel like the underneath of my eye isn't black enough, so I kind of want to blend a little lipstick underneath my eye.
By the way, we do have different lipsticks for our eyes. This one's for the lips, this one's for the eyes. Now I need to decide if I want this cross to go from my ear to my nose or my ear to my lip.
Oh yeah, that's Mall Gothy now. I feel more 90s. I feel more like listening to Deftones. I'm ready for a Queen of the Damned movie marathon.
So what I'm gonna do is, this is actually just from a sock that I had. That sounds gross. I never wore the socks. They were knee-high socks. They had crosses on each of them. So I kind of put the chains together and then hang it off my earring and then glue it onto your nose or your lip or your eyebrow a different time.
Giant spike might be too heavy. It's like hanging on by a thread. Yeah, it's already gone. No. Okay, we might be able to make it work for the end shot where I don't talk.
Mine doesn't look right either. I don't know how I did it last time.
The only other thing that I kind of want to do is the dots above the eyebrow, maybe. Oh yeah, it actually worked. Okay, so that is the makeup looks complete. Mostly complete. I need to try glue something else here for the finale. So we're going to change into our outfits, we're going to do our hair, and then we're going to do the final reveal. So get ready to see our full Mall Goth makeover results in 1, something's wrong with me, 2, something's wrong with me, 3, What do you think of our Mall Goth makeovers? Did we do a good job? Let us know. I'm honestly way prouder of this than the Trad Goth one, which is saying a lot because I look like this. But I think I did it more justice, like the Mall Goth look, the real early 2000s Mall Goth look. I nailed that more so than I nailed the Trad Goth look. I look like a guy who won't ever shut up about the time that his band opened for Murder Dolls. I look like the band that opens for the opening band for a coal chamber show. The spiky wrist accessories, the choker, the hair. The giant spike didn't work out, so I went with like a small black spike, but I think it gets the same message across. I didn't have a Korn t-shirt, so I wore a Kwai Bafangs t-shirt, which is the same vibe, you know, it's completely the same.
Korn, Disturbed, Kwai Bafangs. It's all one big
Yeah,
family.
it's all, yeah, spiky. That was the risk you ran in the early 2000s. If you like the t-shirt, RandomGothCouple.store. To be honest, I actually don't dislike the outfit and the makeup. The hair is a definite no for me.
I like the hair.
I
want to keep the hair.
I'm kind of upset that I'm wearing it right now. If you had seen this full look, which is my normal hair.
Should have took a picture.
Yeah, I should have took a picture. It was nice. I actually would rock this look.
So I wanted to look like a Slipknot fan, but I feel like I look like I listen to Limp Bizkit. I'm feeling kind of hip-hop-ish in this for some reason. I don't know why. I also feel like I look like a goth Pamela Anderson. It was not the vibe. It wasn't the plan. Also, I spent ages being like, oh, my eyebrows have to be the same. And then I was like, I kind of want to keep a fringe because my forehead looked really big without it. Overall, I'm happy with it. I feel like it does look like the pictures I've been seeing, but of people that I've seen do it these days. So I don't know if it's just justice to the actual Mall Goths. I'm not sure. But the jeans jeans as well, I would love them to be extremely black. Conor got these jeans for me. They were lighter and he tried to dye them black, and this is the colour they turned out. So I would never really wear something this light. I think if I was wearing actual black ones, I'd feel a bit more goth at least. I think the bag and my corset go really well together. I'm liking the black and red look going on. I think it's all matchy. I'm absolutely loving this bag that was gifted to us by Bright Renka. It's called the Blade Beauty bag, and I think it goes perfectly with this Mall Goth look. I'm very impressed with the quality of this bag. It's really nice quality. It feels really nice. All the materials, you can tell like the quality is really good, and it's gonna last a long time. Also, I have to talk about the zip. First of all, got this really cute little razor blade on here, and the zip is actually really good, really easy to open. If you know, you know. There's some brands out there and their zips are extremely hard to open and they break all the time. It's just the bane of my life. So I'm very thankful to have a zip that actually works smoothly. So thank you for making a bag like that. Also, I feel like you could fit a lot in here. Can't see, it's just darkness right now. You can see you could fit everything you need in here for a night out. Also, I forgot to mention, but there's a zip on the back as well. This is perfect for fitting all your bank cards and stuff, so you can get them really easily. If you're like me, you have a load of stuff in your bag and you're just searching for your card. This helps a lot.
Thanks so much to Bright Renka for sending us the bag. And if you want to get 10% off a purchase of Bright Renka, use the code Gothic17 and follow the link in the description down below. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Subculture Styles. Let us know in the comments down below how you think we did. Did we do a good job? Is it better than the Trad Goth one? It's better than the Trad Goth one. At least tell me that, please. And also, don't forget to comment down below and let us know what other styles you would like to see us try on in future. As always, thank you so much for watching the video. We hope that you enjoyed it, and until next time, see you in your nightmares.